Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you my toddler activity. I created a color sorting and counting activity, specifically a math activity for toddlers. So today I will be showing you my supplies and the step-by-steps to my activity. I will be using cereal, an egg carton, wooden clothespins, pom-poms, stickers, and some pipe cleaners. Okay, so the way that this activity would be presented would be in a tray with the pom-poms, the cereal, the egg carton. In the egg carton, you can see I put red and green stickers so that children can use it for color sorting. I would also supply them with the clothespins and the, what do you call these, pipe cleaners. So this is a sorting and counting activity. Through this activity, children will learn classification, so sorting objects by different characteristics. And then in this sense, it would be by color, and counting, so number, sense of quantity would be, counting the pom-poms, counting the cereal. So for this activity, children would use the clothespin to pick up the pom-pom and sort it into the color. This is how children would be able to do it. A modification for this is this can be challenging to a 2-year-old. A modification would be using a spoon. So same thing. For the pipe cleaner, I have the Cheerios. So here, children would be able to push the Cheerios through. And this, both of these activities are important because at 2 years old, children should be able to, the milestones for a 2-year-old should be, holding one thing in one hand and then another thing in another. So this can be demonstrated through this activity. They're holding the pipe cleaner in one hand and then using the other hand to push the cereal through. Another milestone that they should be, or skills they should be portraying at this age, is playing with more than one toy at the same time. Also, another milestone can be that they try to use switches, knobs, different. They're very curious at this age, so they're trying to figure out how to do things. What does this switch do? Turning knobs, opening water bottles, taking the lid off of containers. So I think this activity is perfect for that. Because they do have, the option to use. So although this activity is a math activity, there are secondary domains to this, such as using, fine motor skills by grabbing the clothespin. Same thing with the Cheerios and the pipe cleaner. You need the fine motor skills to push it in as well. So with this activity, as with all activities, you always want to make it very child directed. Give them the freedom to use the materials as they please. And in this activity, this can be done. They can use the pom-poms to sort them into the containers, or they can also use the cereal using their fingers as well. They can sort the different colors into here. Some children will be advanced and will be able to sort colors, sort objects by color. But obviously there are children who do not have that skill yet. So you can always use the opportunity to classify by by numbers. So number, sense of quantity, you can ask, you know, how many pom-poms do you have here? Can you help me count them? What colors did you use? You know, there's a lot of language you can use with this activity to help them get them thinking and, you know, kind of problem solving and answering those questions that we are trying to observe throughout this activity. So it's really all about getting their mind going. You know, you can say, oh, you know, how can we get the pom-poms into the tray? You think we can use a clothespin or a spoon? What would you like to use? So the children will decide. Another modification, if children are unable to use this, or if they even find scooping the pom-poms into the tray difficult, would be some like mini tongs they can use. You know, just providing different options for them. With the pipe cleaner and the cereal activity, we do see a number sense of quantity. You can ask the children, oh, how many Fruit Loops did you get into the pipe cleaner? Can you count with me? We go 1, 2, 3. We have 3. Okay, let's get some more in there. You obviously want this to be child directed. You're not going to control the child and tell them, okay, now put the green one in, now put the yellow. No, this is up to them, their choice, what they want to do with it, you know, what colors they want to put on there. However, you can get them thinking to the next level or the next step, or for those children that you see, maybe, you know, they're able to count already or tell you like, oh, I have green and red. Maybe you can demonstrate. I have an example here. Creating a pattern and showing them like, oh, look, I have red, green, red, green, red, green. This is a pattern. What color do you think I should put next? You know, just to get their thoughts flowing and problem solving, you know. But yeah, I believe this is an easy activity. It can be done in the classroom. It can be done at home. This is something that is gonna, you know, keep children engaged. A modification for this activity is if it's difficult for the children to put the Cheerios in here, the Fruit Loops in here, I would suggest maybe offering some larger beads, or in this case, I have some pasta. You could use, you know, pasta or something with a larger children who are having who are being challenged with this activity, you know, can have the opportunity to actually develop these skills. So this math activity will benefit the children as they will learn how to count. They will learn how to sort by color, along with other secondary domains that go into this, such as physical, using their fine motor and their gross motor skills by scooping the objects or pinching the clothespins, you know, slipping the cereal into the pipe cleaner. So this color sorting and counting activity is great for toddlers because first of all, it's safe, you know, using the Cheerios. A lot of toddlers like to put things in their mouth. Using the Fruit Loops will you know, not be toxic. It's cost effective. It's not, you know, too expensive. A lot of times we have a lot of these things in the classroom already, so these are things you can just put together. There's not much thought into it, but yet there's so much that children can learn, and there's so many benefits. As I mentioned before, you know, it is for this activity is meant to benefit their cognitive development and learn cognitive skills, such as sorting objects by color, which is classification, number, sense of quantity, and it gives them it implements early math skills. So this is something that they're going to see later on in the future. It's helping them get ready to be able to count, to be able to identify colors, shapes, sizes, all of that. Another thing I would like to mention is, providing a container or like an egg carton is great. Or you could also provide, like some cupcake liners, or also, just regular cups. Children in this age group really love scooping things into cups. There are so many ways to go with this activity in regards to cognitive development. It's easy, simple, and it's something that children do truly enjoy in this age group. Of course, at the beginning of this activity, I would go over the use of each material, give clear expectations and safety rules, make sure you're not putting the pom-poms in your mouth, or, this is how we use this item. Taking care of all of those issues before the activity starts, so children know what you expect of them. At the end of the day, this is a cognitive activity. So you want to get them, problem solving, thinking, finding a solution to what it is that is in front of them. So I hope that you enjoy this activity. I know children will enjoy it because I have implemented this activity before. But yeah, I believe I covered everything. Thank you so much for watching.